What sparked the claim that this 85,000 visas were revoked? And is this like a verified figure or just like an online rumor that went viral?
So I believe the State Department has said something about this at some point as trying to tout it as some sort of positive achievement for the year, that there has been 85,000 visas revoked, like for the totality of the year. I think those figures are slightly misleading because I think there have been cases where they've double dipped. And what I mean by that is, for example, the F1 students whose visas were revoked and their services were terminated, a lot of their services got reactivated. And when they were reactivated, some of them basically had their visas reinstated, and it looks like they went back and canceled them again as a sort of, haha, we're gonna do the same thing we just did to you. So I think that they're overinflated numbers. The justification for the revocations are supposedly, national security, visa overstays, and I think that's kind of the main ones. But really, it's if we can find a justification to revoke a visa, we're going to do it, and that's what they've done. They're running everyone through databases. We're pretty sure they're utilizing AI, well or not well, but they're probably utilizing AI as a way to look at people's cases and see if they come across as a hit under one of the categories that they're looking into. Most of the people that I've spoken to that were on H-1B and had their visa canceled were arrested at any point in their time in the United States. So I had an individual that I had a consultation with last week who their visa was revoked. This is amazing. I think, let me explain all of this to you so you guys can understand fully what we're dealing with the State Department these days. This individual had I believe it was DUI in 2021 or 2022. Okay, does everything, takes care of the DUI, leaves the United States this year. He leaves the United States to get a new visa in, I believe it was August. Leaves in August. He gets a 221G because of the DUI and has to do the panel physician thing where you go to a doctor and show you're not a habitual drunkard. Anyway, goes and does all that, gets cleared, gets his visa issued, enters the United States. December, 2.5, 3 months later, they canceled his visa. And nothing has changed in his visa history. So we know that it was canceled for the exact same reason that he had to deal with when he already went to the consulate. So even though he went to the consulate, did everything he was supposed to do to get a visa to show compliance, he still had his visa canceled again. And that's, I think, what we're probably going to see continually throughout the duration of this administration. I'm assuming that they're going to do some sort of biannual review and cancel people's visas. And the whole purpose of the visa cancellations and their occurrence so close to the holidays is evident, right? They cancel a bunch of people's visas. Those people need to go home for the holidays. They say, okay, I'm going to go home for the holidays. I'll get my new visa and deal with the cancellation issue. Well, guess what? Now all the appointments are canceled. Now they're canceled under the guise that the social media policy needs to be implemented, and then people can come in for interviews. But if that's the case, why are people being rescheduled for interviews to March, April, and May of next year? Is it really going to take that long to implement a social media policy that's already being implemented for individuals on F1s? Probably not. But the underlying purpose of it is cancel the person's visa, get them stuck outside the country, make it hard for them to even get an interview, and hopefully in the interim, their employer fires them.